Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and today we are doing a self-portrait. I like to do one of these every year and I just thought I would do it now. I am very happy with the way that the hair came out, but the face is a different story. Yeah, anyway, I am using the new Strathmore toned grey paper that I got in the sketchbook, so it does still count as Sketchbook Sunday. It is in a sketchbook and I am drawing myself. Now this is not a recent picture actually, it's quite a older one, maybe April 2016, but yeah, I draw myself regularly throughout the year and it's not due to vainness. I actually hate drawing myself, but it is actually easier to draw yourself because you know your features very well and you know how you would like to be portrayed if you were drawing yourself. So basically I drew myself as I would like to see myself, except if you screw up then obviously that's not the case. Like I did, I screwed up royally. I gave myself really small eyes and one of the eyes was bigger than the other and it just didn't really look right, but I am happy with this. It's a good start to the year, it's a good start to this sketchbook. I know what I need to work on now and I really enjoyed it. Even though I don't want to use this sketchbook too much for portraits because I have the tone tan one for that, I did want to start this sketchbook off with a self-portrait because not only do I do them every single year, but I also do them every time I start a new sketchbook, or most of the time when I start a new sketchbook I will draw myself just to kind of introduce it to the world of me sketching. Anyway, in this one I am primarily using luminance pencils and not polychromos, Prismacolor pencils. I am using a few polychromos here and there, but just a mixture of 3 of them. Yeah, excited much. And even though I don't want my hair to be ginger anymore and it's not ginger, I just love drawing ginger hair and all the different tones in it and stuff and the way that the light catches it and makes it look even more orange. The trick with ginger hair is not to put too much red in it, although I did in this hair, especially at the bottom half. And the reason I did it with the bottom half was because my hair looks a lot redder on the bottom half than it does on the top half when my hair is ginger. But the trick is to use a lot of oranges, maybe 2 different shades of oranges, a dark bright orange and a light pale orange, and then use 2 different kinds of browns and a cream or a what's that one called? I can't remember. A really pale yellow basically, and white. So yeah, it was exciting. I was so happy. I think that I messed myself up with this because I couldn't, even though you can see it pretty well in the video actually, I couldn't really see the lines that I was following because the light that I have, the craft lamp that I used to film my videos, was hitting off it at a weird angle and I was sitting at a place where it just looked shiny, like I couldn't see the lines very well. So I was kind of just guessing most of the time and I didn't want to put my head in the picture too much because obviously then you guys would be able to see my head instead of the picture. I think you can still tell that it looks like me, but I am not too happy with it. I've got to remind myself to put these pictures on Instagram though, guys. I always forget and I should do that, so I will do that as soon as I get off of this computer or talking to you guys. I will make sure that I do that with it. So yeah, I made a channel update video. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. It does explain quite a lot of the things that I want to do in the new year, including this sketchbook series that I am starting or started up already. So if you want to check that out, then do so. And yeah, the link will be in the description below, and I'll also leave a little link to it in my end slate at the end if I remember to update it, because I never remember to update it. I decided to slow this video down a lot more than usual. Usually these videos only last 5 to 8 minutes, but I decided to let you see a bit more of the process. I'm trying hard to not use typical colours in my face, but finding it very difficult, and I end up going to the kind of cop-out method of just using that brown ochre 10% and glazing over everything and blending it all together, which does work to a certain extent, but then it just makes the skin look so doll-like and perfect, and everybody's skin tones, and especially mine, my skin tones and complexion is not the best, so I want to kind of capture that in my portraits. I don't want to make everybody look like a doll. But anyway, guys, the paper was starting to, or the pencils were starting to resist more layering in the nose area, which was really annoying because I made it really dark, but I just decided to glaze over it. And yeah, I'm finding it hard to talk through these videos now. I used to talk loads, but it's kind of hard to talk through the videos. I don't know what else to say. Oh, I did it in a completely different way this time. I usually start with the face, but this time I started with the hair and then went onto the face and went back to the hair, then went back to the t-shirt and went back to the hair, and then finished off the face, I think. So I did it in a different style, in a different way, and I was much happier with the way that I did it this time. Just so that I don't get bored of doing the face and then just not want to finish it, because the face is completely done and then the hair is not, and that makes me not spend as much time on the hair. So that is why I am happier with the hair this time, because I spent more time on the hair than I ever do going in with the eyes, and this is where it all messes up. My nose is very, very big looking at some certain angles as well, so I don't know how to fix my nose in drawings, so I just make it as big and bulbous as possible. So yeah, exciting stuff, and my table's a mess because I've been doing a lot of art recently. Anyway, putting in the extra bits, like my hair just has this sideburny thing going on. My ear was also in the reference picture, but I just completely covered it with my hair and I didn't even realise I did it until like now, and I was like, oh well, it's gonna happen now. May as well continue. But yeah, I have a lot of plans for this sketchbook and for this sketchbook series. I do want to start on a new sketchbook where I'm only doing basics and fundamentals, and I want to kind of teach you, well not teach you, but share with you the tricks and tips that I have learned throughout the years and recently, very recently as well, and maybe we can share and converse tips about sketchbooks and about learning how to draw. And like I said in my update video, the content, the art material isn't going to be the best, but it's because I'm learning and I don't care. Basically, if you don't like it, then go and watch somebody's speed drawing with 5 minutes worth of music that's really annoying and having a beautiful result at the end. That's all I can say. Or watch a really useful tutorial like I have been doing. But yeah, just that's the style of the way that I like to share things, is when I figure out something, I share it with you guys, and that's it. Anyway, I am rambling on right now, so don't know what I was doing there, probably sharpening my pencil, and I'm just making sure that all of the hair, also I overdid the hair. I wasn't really looking at the reference photo too much because I was like, well, this is my hair, I know how it sits most of the time. It just like kind of curves around my neck and into my chest and then curves back out again, so that's what I done, but I did it too far along and it just looks stupid. Also, you can tell that the wax is resisting the more build up I do, because you can see in certain lighting situations where the strokes of the pencil stop and start again, and I hate that. I don't know how to get rid of that. Probably less layers, but less layers means less vibrancy and smoothness, so just something that you gotta learn how to do, basically. But yeah, I really encourage you to do portraits. I was going to do a challenge where I did a portrait a day for like 30 days or something, but I thought 30 days of drawing myself is probably going to make me feel insane. I can't do that. I can't stare at my face for 30 days. I just can't. So maybe I'll do that in the future, but not anytime soon. I just want to focus on actually learning and not doing so much, because every time I do these portraits, I feel like I just fall back into my ways and don't learn or bring anything else to the table. So yeah, and I want to learn how to be confident about drawing on camera and be confident in my drawings as well, because I literally take days to draw one piece, and I should be able to do 5-minute drawings. I'm getting better at the drawing thing, and I'm starting to use charcoal and graphite a lot more again. I really need to do one of my graphite drawings again, but I just don't feel like I'm as good at it, even though it's what I started with. And I'm rambling again, I'm sorry guys. Anyway, it's coming close to an end now, so if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, then links will be in the description below. I do post a lot of art and random stuff on there. My Instagram is purely for art though, so if you want just art, then follow me on there. But if you want life stuff and art and The Sims and games and my thoughts and interests and retweets of other artists, then go to my Twitter, because that's where I'm most active. I do have a Facebook page as well, but I don't really use that as much. But all of my Facebook posts, all of my Twitter posts get put onto my Facebook, and I think I'm going to stop that because there's people that follow my Facebook page that I don't really want to see them to see me doing the tweets that I tweet. Anyway, that's a big long thing that you don't need to hear. I know I shouldn't have rambled for this video. I should have went back to normal talking, but yeah, there'll be a finished drawing at the end of this video and some other videos that you can click on at the end. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.
I was born and you never let go. Your secret said it's only me that knows. Even though I never would tell, this thing I know is putting me through hell. And tell it's you from me that you can't see. Everyone sees.